What tools do accountants need to understand in this age of data to be fluent in both the language of business and the language of data? My goal is to be very generic with these tools and give you some examples of different software that you may want to go out and learn on your own. It's very important that you take time on your own to become proficient at these, because we don't have sufficient time in this class and in multiple courses to do all of that. This means tackling problems and using the internet to solve them, or going and doing video training and looking for ways to improve your skills to prove to an employer that you are well versed in these tools. So let's take a look. 4 things right here. The first one is the most obvious. You need to be proficient with spreadsheets. The most popular one, of course, is Microsoft Excel, although you could easily use Google Sheets or Zoho Sheets or OpenOffice or many other tools that will do that have similar functionality. Within these, you need to be proficient with some advanced tools and techniques, like pivot tables. Pivot tables are huge for data analysis, and we'll work with those later on in this course. You should be familiar with filters, being able to find data in large spreadsheets. You want to go through and learn the different formulas that are appropriate for different types of calculations, and especially working with data analysis tools. Being able to prepare that data to be introduced into a model. The second tool you need to be familiar with is queries. Queries use a special computer language called SQL or SQL in order to ask questions of data. So being able to format questions so that you can find specific answers by summarizing and collecting data. This is somewhat similar to a VLOOKUP in Excel. Being able to find, so we use this for searching and summarizing data. Along that same line, you should also be familiar with a scripting language. Some examples of this include Python or R, and these scripting languages allow you to create programmable recipes that help you automate the process of data collection and analysis, and they allow you to do some powerful manipulation of data that you can't do in just regular software. Finally, you need to be fluent in visual storytelling or visualizations. Some major players here are Tableau and Power BI. But in keeping with the idea that accountants are storytellers telling the history of the firm, being able to use the numbers to share a story in a given way, we need to be able to use this to effectively communicate and tease out the data so that we can influence the decision-making process. If you find that you are lacking in any of these 4 tools, whether it be Excel or SQL, Python or R, or Tableau and Power BI, this is your opportunity to go and look for those learning resources. I've included some in the class website, and we'll be revisiting these throughout the semester as we complete our labs. What other tools do you think would be useful for accountants to know?